Love your yard with a new outdoor space from F&B Landscaping. From a new build to a new project in an existing yard, we listen and give you the yard you want within your budget. Lawns, water features, xeriscaping. We've got the artistic touch and technical know-how to bring the peak of Colorado outdoor living to your home. Reliable, trustworthy. Visit fblandscapes.com to schedule a free consultation today. Time to take a look at the extended forecast here on Peaks to Plains Weather. I am Matt Meister. Thanks for joining us. And everything driven by an area of high pressure this time of year. And the question over like a week or two is just where is that high? And what is the circulation out of the south doing kind of on the west side of it or underneath it? And we've been underneath it here the last few days, so we've been recycling some moisture. Low front's going to sneak in from the northeast through the day today. Thursday is a day of severe weather. One more day of storms on Friday with the high in our vicinity off to the south before it starts to move up to the north over the weekend. And that movement to the north of us is going to start to bring drier air in from Wyoming and from Utah here into Colorado. It's also going to bring our temperatures up through the weekend into the early part of next week as this high really gets strong over the northern plains of the U.S. And so it's kind of like a washing machine here because it's got clockwise flow around it. So that clockwise flow picks up moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, from the Pacific Ocean, and runs it up the west side of that high. That's our monsoon plume that we watch this time of year. The best place for the monsoon to be for us is over Oklahoma and Texas, but it's a little far to the north. It's a little bit bigger than it normally is, and so we keep the monsoon plume off to our west here into early next week. We may sneak some of those storms into far western Colorado on the western slope, but I think the bulk of it is over Arizona, over New Mexico, kind of up into Utah, Nevada, and even into the northern Rockies through the first part of next week. And then the high starts to shift a little bit here as we head beyond Wednesday, and that'll change things up for the late part of the week, or at least that's what we're watching for and how things are kind of trending now. The high starts reestablishing itself here over the western U.S., and so we'll kind of get caught underneath it, which should bring us a better chance of storms, certainly for our local mountain communities, and if it works out right, maybe along the Front Range as well. But again, that's something that we're going to have to watch here and kind of keep an eye on how things trend here as we move through the weekend into early next week. And so the extended forecast is shaping up like this. Temperatures are coming up, things are drying out, and it's going to be dry for a while. Hottest days look to come early next week. And then we'll start to get some clouds into the forecast by the time we move toward next weekend. So at some point east of the mountains, maybe we start talking about the chance of some thunderstorms. I do think that's better a little bit farther to the west. So over our eastern mountains is where we'll have a better chance of catching some storms here with time. But, we're going to get 5 or maybe 6 days of some dry stuff after the last day of storms on Friday. And it's going to put us right around 100 over the eastern plains. Some of us will be above that. Some of us will be flirting with triple digits. And then we'll start to get some more clouds in here at the minimum. And it looks like over the plains, it's going to be a dry stretch for quite a while. So, the monsoon's out there. And if you remember when we were talking about what does July look like, the next couple of months, we talked about the monsoon maybe being thicker off to the west of Colorado than around here. And, it looks like at least through the middle part of the month here, I think that's probably going to work out. That's how the extended forecast looks as of now. You can get the hour-by-hour forecast, the daily look, the extended for exactly where you are or where you're going. You can use the location, keep that turned on in your app. Not will it give you the forecast for your specific point, but it will also allow us to give you a digital shoulder tap when squirrely stuff is going on, high impact things. We can let you know about updates and severe coverage that we have for you. We'll let you know about lightning in the area, heavy rain. You can customize all of that in the Peaks to Plains weather app. And then you can also search. There's a search tab there that will let you do the same thing. So if you're going to go camping in Creed and you want to check that forecast for the weekend, you could do so as well. Peaks to Plains weather, our weather together.